Hello everybody, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes, back again with another crypto update without advertisements. Yes, it is that crazy. Having said that, Bitcoin is of course breaking a lot of records. We saw Bitcoin hitting above $1 trillion and also, 56.3,000 or so, but you've probably seen that everywhere around the internet. Here is what really is going on. The fourth richest billionaire, Bill Gates, has shared his opinions on Bitcoin, throws shade at the asset's volatility, and there's two things to know. One, he has earlier stated he's not really a fan of Bitcoin and would actually short it. And two, that right now he has changed that mind into saying he probably wouldn't short it, but it's pretty damn volatile, so be very freaking careful of it. Then, Simmons from Kiss buys $300,000 worth of ADA Cardano because it's cheaper than Bitcoin. Now, even though I normally don't like to cover this type of stuff on the channel, it is in this case quite important because it does show that the end of the bull run is quite near. You might question, why is that so? Well, when people start to put money in purely because they heard about it somewhere, in a sense that, hey, this is cheaper than something else, or this, that, that's bad, right? Now, I know that the title is a little bit misleading because if you read this through here, he says, I'm not a financial advisor or analyst, and I'm not telling you to buy or not to buy, simply letting you know what I'm doing and what I believe in. Why? Because I believe it is going up, and it's always up to you to research and decide. He doesn't actually say, it's just cheaper than Bitcoin within this statement, all right? It could be that because of other tweets, all right, but in this tweet specifically here, he actually just states that he believes in it and thinks it's going to go up, and you have to research it, right? So that's a little bit of a 50-50. However, I would again like to say that once you start to see a lot of people talk about it in this way, shape, or form, it's most likely quite bad. Then Coinbase valued above $100 billion ahead of its direct listing. I was just really amazed by this number. $100 billion for Coinbase? I know it's not really a lot for where it's going to go in the next 3 years or so if crypto keeps going on, but still, $100 billion in my mind already means that Coinbase, within a freaking snap, is going to be one of the top 50 companies in the world. Or maybe even I should say maybe top 12, top 25, I'm not sure exactly where to put it at, but it's going to be ridiculously high in just a couple months here now if crypto continues this on. It's really mind-boggling though, what a growth they have witnessed here. The most recent batch of 127,000 shares was sold Friday at $373 per share, which works out to a valuation of $100 billion. I'm mind-boggled, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. It is really, guys. Oh, what is going on here? It's doubled in just the last couple of weeks as well. Then Elon Musk changed his Twitter avatar to Bitcoin. He basically has an anime Bitcoin figure here that he put as his profile picture. He says just for one day. I'm not sure exactly what that will do. After he did that though, about 1 minute afterwards, or maybe the minute itself, Bitcoin price already went up from I don't even know how much, 55 point something to about 56 point something. I'm not sure exactly what, maybe like a percent. It's pretty hard to say, maybe 2%. It's very hard to say exactly how much that is when we're at these ridiculously high prices, but it went up instantly, a good little chunk after he said something, and that still sparks the question, all right? Is this, what he's doing, a good or bad thing? What do you think? Let me know down below. And then the last one, I couldn't unfortunately read this article here about a Fed president that predicts that Bitcoin won't last. Every time I refresh it, I can see it for a little bit. I can scroll through, for example, the Federal Reserve here, for example, Bank of Boston. And that's what I tried for a little bit. And then I got kind of tired of it because you cannot select it. You can't do much. And I'm not about to make an account on New York Times. I'm not going to lower myself to that standard. However, maybe you should just quickly pause it and read through it. I think you got everything for yourself. It's, however, interesting to me how there's so many of these big instances which are predicting the downfall of Bitcoin. And to a certain degree, it's really obvious that they should be doing that. Like, for example, Bill Gates. It's always smart to say Bitcoin is eventually going to crash because the chance of you being right is about 90%, 95 maybe, 95%. Because Bitcoin will eventually become the second. And once it gets there, I think it's going to fall down to the ground, basically, because there's a lot of coins which are better. Again, this is an opinion. It's not a certain thing, all right? I am long on Bitcoin. I actually own Bitcoin, but that's my opinion on that matter. In a different sense, as a regulator, if you're positive towards crypto like Elon Musk, you know what's going to happen, all right? You know that things will go up. And especially if you are not really in that sector, it's not really your thing, I don't really see a lot of benefit in you saying that, as you're also kind of placing a bad bet on everything US dollar related. But again, that's just my opinion. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in another crypto update. Take care.